Hello, and welcome to the Elevenses Business Show, where we take time out to reflect on our businesses, the business world, technology, finance, and all things business success. We are your hosts, Yejide Adeoye, and my co-host.
Hi.
Oh,
No.
go ahead.
Hi, my name is Maureen Egbe. I am the digital confidence coach, helping you with your business systems, processes, so that you can work and spend more time doing the things that you enjoy in your business, making profit and bringing on more clients.
Ooh. Hi, I'm Mauva. I'm Malayon Accountancy Services, bringing you services for your accounting needs.
Thank you, ladies. And again, my name is Yejide of Logic to Create, and I help you secure your WordPress websites. So basically today we have Luddite's Corner, and what we do in Luddite's Corner is review systems that help you run your business functions. And today we're looking at accounting, bookkeeping, and invoicing. So in our reviews, we'll be covering things like the benefits, the features, costs, and usability. And what we do is we choose different systems. So for myself, I'll be choosing Free Agent today. Mauva, what will you be using?
I'll be covering QuickBooks, and more QuickBooks.
QuickBooks. Okay, great. And Maureen?
The king of them all, Excel. It says it in the name.
Brilliant. So, guys, we're going to hear, we're saving the best till last, apparently. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm starting with Free Agent. And so I've been using it for about 6 years now. Free Agent is a really good cloud-based accounting software. It costs about £22.50 a month, including VAT. And what you get with that is actually a really comprehensive kind of system where you can create invoices and estimates as well. So if you create an estimate for a potential project and it's actually accepted, you can convert it into an invoice. With the invoices as well, you can get them paid immediately using Stripe or PayPal links. So you can actually integrate your PayPal accounts and your Stripe accounts as well. So that actually makes it easier. And what I found is that a client, I sent it to them, it had my bank's detail, and they asked if they could pay a different way. So again, that system, I just added the link and then I was able to resend it. What's also good about Free Agent is that you can connect it, like I said, with PayPal and Stripe, but also other systems. So I connect it to my CRM. So what I can do is create a client and then create a project under that client. And once I've created that in Free Agent, it automatically transfers into my CRM. So say, for example, I don't want to log into my Free Agent. I can be on my CRM and check who I've invoiced, and it gives you the amount and it tells you whether it's paid or not. So that's really good. What else? You can, like I said, you can create contacts and clients, and when you do so, you can create different projects. So say, for example, you're billing the same client for different projects that cost different amounts. You can actually make sure you have those under their names. So when you create an invoice, you just choose whichever project it is, it comes up with that rate, and then you can just bill them accordingly. So that's good. What else? Okay, yeah, you can create a price list as well. So say you have to duplicate prices across different clients, you can just start typing and then it will suggest something from your price list for you. So again, that's quite user-friendly and really good. Saves you time having to retype things, but obviously you've got to add it to the price list in the first place. So there is a little prompt when you set up your invoice and it hasn't seen those details before, where it asks you, do you want to add it to the price list? So you just click yes. What else can you do with Free Agent?
May I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Can you add like a client's code?
Client's code. That's a good question. Probably. I haven't checked. and I can't say for definite. But yeah, you maybe, I don't know. So I can check that one. So can you do that in QuickBooks then?
In
Yes.
it.
Ah, okay.
We knew this. She's trying it.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know. She's trying to hit me up. Okay, that's something I'll check and get back to you while you're doing your one. What else can you do with a free agent? Okay, so you can add your accountant or bookkeeper or anybody else in your team who helps to manage your accounts. So Mauva's pointing at herself because she's been recently appointed and added to my system, which is great. So I'm sure she's going to tell me off about my sporadic and erratic accounting systems. But anyway, don't blame the technology for that. That's just me. What else can you do? You can upload receipts, which is brilliant because I always get caught last minute with receipts, and now I'm trying to be a bit better with that. What else can you do? Oh yeah, so you can connect it to your bank account, which is great. And what then allows you to do is reconcile your different transactions. And again, because it's quite intuitive, I guess it's using AI. It starts, what's the word, guessing your transactions. And then when it finds a whole heap of transactions that are similar with the same name, same amount, and so on, it will ask you if you want to reconcile them all at once. So you can do some batch reconciliation actions, which is really good, again, saving you time. And it has all the different like categories for what you need to account your expenses to and things like that, which is really good. Some of them I'm still trying to work out, but it's all good. I guess you don't need all of them, and it puts them under VAT ones and non-VAT ones. What I also like about the system is that it's actually UK based, so it's based in Edinburgh, so where I used to live previously in the previous life. So again, with customer service, you can just get on the phone quite quickly and contact them, which I haven't had to do actually, but yeah, I've emailed them a couple times, and it's really quite simple. And finally, I guess you can make money off it. So there's an affiliate link that you can share with people and tell them that you're using the great system, and you can get money off and they can get money off too. So that's free agent.
I love when you said reconciliation. Not a lot of people use that word, you know. I don't understand that word at all, but well done.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. One last thing.
Oh, still going.
Every Monday, you get a Monday motivator email to tell you what you need to do as your admin task, how many invoices are being owed, and that you should motivate yourself and chase them if you need to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
So beat that QuickBooks.
Oh, challenge. Challenge. Go for it, Mauve.
I'm not sure about this Monday motivation business, but they do send you something to say that, oh, you know, you got this amount outstanding, you know, that kind of thing, and how much activities that's been happening throughout the week. Maybe that's around about the same thing. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
So basically, does all the above what Yejide just said. I just want to just delve into a couple of things. With regards to the banking side of things, you said that obviously you can link up the bank to free agent and obviously to QuickBooks as well. Where you can't link up your bank because there's a new thing about banking apps and things like that, and this data thing that's happening around. Some banks aren't able to connect automatically at the moment. They are looking into and working with other banks that aren't doing it. So if you can't do that, you can actually upload your transactions from a CSV file. CSV file is it's like an Excel, but a different add-on. Is it more?
No, it's Excel. It's just the way that the data's looked on the spreadsheet. It's data separated by commas.
Okay, right. There we have it. Excel expert. So you can upload those transactions by CSV file. And also there's a thing called bank rules, where Yejide just said around free agent batches up your transactions where they think it should be going, what you can do is do a bank rule where you say that if something comes in from Maureen, please put it to consultancy, and you do it automatically without even looking at it, basically. Obviously, yes, you can upload your receipts from your app or via email into QuickBooks. QuickBooks only just kind of like brought that into play. QuickBooks is good, but they're a little bit behind on stuff. I'm not sure understanding why. But that's just come in the last few months, that receipt upload. So that's quite good. What else is there? Obviously, you can do your payroll through there if you wish as well, you know, and all your VAT and other things like construction industry scheme taxes, you can go through there. They've also added in some new things like monthly cash flow, which I haven't used yet, which I do intend to. Can't do cash flow on a spreadsheet at the moment.
Thank you for mentioning that, Mauva.
So I'm kind of using QuickBooks cash flow to see how it works with the spreadsheet, you know, so I'll do it, you know, side by side for now and see, you know, how it pans out. Okay. What else is there in QuickBooks? Yes, bank rules, yes. And yeah, even like a month-end review is all they have now is quite new. I think where it does, it looks through what you've done and what needs to happen for like a month-end lockdown. Sorry, a month-end close down. But most of my charities, obviously, like, you know, they're quite large. So month-end is quite important to make sure that, you know, we've got everything in for that month. So it gives you like a task list to do, basically, to make sure that you've done all the tasks, you know, all the reconciliations that's been done and things like that. And all the sales invoices actually be raised, you know, that kind of thing. And with the accounting side of QuickBooks, I can actually allocate tasks to my team as well. And I can give them deadlines on that task as well, and I can see what's happening. And on their side, they will say, oh, have they started that task or progressed that task and things like that. And once they close the task, I can see that as well. Yes, Yej.
So you know your version of QuickBooks, is it the consumer version that we see, or is it like an accountant's extended version where you can do all these tasks and stuff?
The accountant's extended version.
Right.
And yes, because when a client has a query in QuickBooks, they can select a button to say, ask the accountant.
Right.
It'll come through to me. I'm sure that must be on.
Oh, I'll check for you.
Yeah. And you said about projects in QuickBooks, it's called class. Okay. So, for instance, with my charities, they have different funders, and those funders always want a report done for like, you know, obviously what their money's been spent on. So I had to create a class, which is a project, same as free agent. So I love that function because you can run a report just on that function, you know, it's fantastic. I love it. I'm going to throw in a bit of Zero, just a touch, because I've only started to use Zero.
Okay.
And it's just completely different view, obviously, to QuickBooks. It's like I have to get my head around it and how they do things. I mean, and when you go into the banking section, it's just, I know obviously it's a different software, but it's different because no one used to something like for like 5-6 years and you go into something different and think, oh, okay. So obviously you can do all the functions everybody else can, basically. A couple of things I think is a bit click, but you know, it's different, isn't it? So basically the jury is still out in which one I prefer. Obviously, it's still QuickBooks, still getting to know Zero, and I'll be getting to know Free Agent too. Yes,
yeah. I was going to ask, what do you think of Free Agent so far?
It's not too bad, actually. That reminds me of Zero, to be honest.
Okay. Is it more that you said it's because you don't know, you're still trying to navigate it, but everything is there, all the same functions?
Yeah, correct. And the payroll is different too. I think it's just, oh my God, when I first looked at it thinking, huh? But, you know, I just had to get my head around it and just, you know, deal with it, you know. I had no time to to do any training courses, things like that. It's just, you know, support Google, you know, whatever.
It's funny because no, it's funny because I've always heard of either QuickBooks or Sage, but never Free Agent.
Oh.
So it's really useful to hear about Free Agent, but Sage, I don't know if either of you have used Sage before.
I've used Sage, but desktops.
Desktop back in the day.
Yeah. And the thing is, Sage, when I've been to my conferences, a lot of accountants say that the online Sage wasn't great, so I just stayed away from it. Basically, I'm not sure if they've improved or not. I have no idea. But if anybody out there thinks Sage is fantastic, DM us, man. Let us know. You know, give us your take on it.
I think there's some others like cash flow as well. Xero, there was a point where there was, you know, they were promoting Xero and cash flow in all the business shows and all of that. I remember getting merchandise for it, but I never really bothered to go into them because I just like, I don't have the time to be learning new ones. And what I actually found with when I moved to a previous accountants is that they weren't very interested in using the cloud computing thing and said, oh, you're just wasting money on it. So I was like, okay, let me not do it. And that's where I really got into a mess. So I was like, do you know what? I really need to get back on it because of how the ease of creating sequenced invoices as well, just being able to see the reports and all of that kind of stuff. Also, Mauva, I was going to ask you, so you know, you said like QuickBooks is kind of like slightly outdated, not outdated, but needs to catch up a little bit. Do you feel like Free Agent and Xero are a bit more technically advanced, or, you know, somehow making you to coming up to the...
I think Yejide is trying to boost Free Agent over QuickBooks.
I did mention Xero too. Like bring you into a new era of online accounts.
I say QuickBooks was a little bit behind. It's called the receipt side, because I had to use a different software to capture clients' receipts. But now it's all in one. I feel a lot happier. So I think that was the only aspect I believe that QuickBooks was a bit behind on stuff. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. The rest
Alrighty.
Yeah. And before I finish, sorry, Mo, it's just the pricing is from QuickBooks. Obviously, it's going to be, you know, 100%. You know, like simple. They got different plans, obviously. The one in the middle is like £20 a month plus VAT. And then they offer you like 50% off for 6 months, blah, 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 blah. But obviously, if you come over to me, I can do your deal. Thank you.
Oh yeah, agents rate.
Deal!
Right? No deal. Deal or no deal.
Yes, deal!
By the way, I have an affiliate too.
Deal!
A Free Agent.
Well, guys, before you start deciding, listen back and weigh up the pros and the cons. Okay, so I'm gonna move it on to Excel. So let's have a look.
Ding, 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 ding.
Now, no, I think you guys that are listening have noticed that we've got the two financial people thinking here. They love figures. Okay, so we have the accountant and then we have the process person yesterday, and that's not me. Okay, so my whole thing about accountancy is get an accountant. That's it. So I know some people that are relating here with me in the sense of that sometimes figures and accountancy, it all blows your mind. But the systems that you're all talking about, which I have to be proud to say, and we were having a discussion beforehand, that Excel is the foundation of it all. So behind all of these systems is Excel. But, you know, these systems have made it easier rather than trying to figure out how to create spreadsheets to deliver the processes that these systems do. But in saying that, was something that that you had said, Mauva, in the sense of that you still have a spreadsheet with your cash flow. And for me, who's not confident with a lot of accountancy or accountancy systems, I would always say, still have a simple spreadsheet. Because Excel in itself can still help you manage your finances and keep you on top so you know what's going on. So whether you do have QuickBooks, Free Agent, Xero, whatever system, it will still be great to have your own Excel spreadsheet. And Excel, I say Excel, but it could be just a spreadsheet, because you can have Google Sheets as well. So it doesn't have to be Excel. You've even got free source spreadsheets, so you can get that for free. And basically what it is using this spreadsheet to set up what it is that you need, what you need to see. You've got free versions. 365, Microsoft 365 is Excel. You got Google Sheets, which is free. You can sign up for that and get a free account on all different apps. And like I said, you can download a free source. So with that saying that, basically the first thing that I would always say to people is in Excel, you can list down everything that you need, your survival budget. So list down everything that's coming in, everything that's going out, so that you know how much you need to earn, and it's all there. The great thing about Excel as well is that you can do calculations, simple calculations, that plus that, that minus that, that times that. You got also, and I know that you have these systems in Free Agent and in QuickBooks, but Excel will also allow you to be made aware if something needs to happen. So for example, I would set up a database of all my products, how many I've got in stock, how many that I've sold, and then how much I need to make sure I have in stock. So I've got confidence cards. So I've got 10, I sold 5. I need to know when it gets down to 3 to reorder. And Excel, we could use something called like conditional formatting to flash up to say, you're running low, go and stock up. So in Excel, you can use it for different things. You can use it for list making. You can use it for your financials, your accounts. And like I said, it'll be best for you to set up a little cash flow, what's coming in, what you sold, so you can keep on top. Brilliant. Mauva gave me a spreadsheet in terms of what I could use. So you can actually get the spreadsheet from your accountant, so you don't have to create it yourself, where you can keep on track about what's going on, your expenditure, your expenses, and you can upload that. You can upload the data, you can see what's going on, and then pass it on to your accountant, who can then sort out the systems to put it onto the systems.
Yeah.
There you go. And for me, that's easier because, well, I mean, the downside of it is that you can't create invoices. So you can't create processes and all of these lovely things that Mauva and Yejide have covered. But what it can do is make you aware what's going on. Sorry, Mauva.
You can create invoices. Like you can like.
In Excel? Well, not in Excel.
Well, it depends, because people create invoices in Word or Excel, because I've provided an Excel invoice to one of my other clients because, you know, they're not really software.
Right, okay. So you can design.
Yes.
You can design your own invoice.
Template,
That's
basically.
it.
So I would add up your hours and the hourly amount and give you a total.
Totally. You can design all of that. And again, that's about using formulas within that. And I suppose where I was going is that within those systems, they automatically can create an invoice where you have to design this yourself. So I love Excel. I think it's fun. And once you get used to it, it can be easy. And you've got the likes of essentially IT and myself, who will help you with any Excel queries and all of those lovely functions to keep you on top of your finances.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Maureen. And I remember there was a time we did a pilot program, and you showed everyone how to do a discount, 20% or something, on summer discount or something like that, using some absolutes, and I was literally baffled. But I've always had it in my mind that I'm gonna learn it properly someday, like, because Maureen is the queen of Excel. What do you call it again? Those things, formulas.
Formulas.
Oh my goodness. When she mentioned conditional formatting, I was like, oh, isn't that to do with colors or something like that? But anyway.
And it's the most simplest thing to do. I love it.
For someone who loves Excel, it's simple.
That's it.
Which means that
For the rest of us, we like all the fancy stuff in the front and Excel doing what it needs to in the back. But no, definitely, it's a way forward, and I mean, not a way forward. It's been there before we had all these fancy systems. And you're right, I have excuse me, an annual budget template, and you can actually get them from the likes of Google or Microsoft. There's loads of templates, and you can then start editing them, but not the formulas, because you'll break it. But usually they're locked, aren't they, the formulas? So
they can be locked. They can be locked. And again, come back to us. We can show you. It's quite simple.
Yeah.
To read, but it's actually just taking that time out and not overwhelming yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember I was talking to you the other day about how do I get something to appear on one spreadsheet from other different
Tabs.
sheets and tabs and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's good. I remember that. So
No, but see, this is the thing, because again, right at the top, I'm not into figures except for spending money. So
I'm the opposite. I like to know that I have to log in to create another invoice for a new client, or additional invoices for current clients. So I love it. I'm like, Monday. So I hear you.
But the thing about it, because mathematics, I was terrible. So I don't know how I fell into Excel.
Yeah. With formulas. Was it simultaneous equations and that. That's when they lost me in maths.
No, totally. But Excel helps break it down. And that's when my head started getting around to it. And I think you guys were all talking about project management. Again, people use Excel to use for projects, listing tasks, dates, achieved by, and so on. And the only thing that I can say to try and match you guys with the Monday motivation is the bank statement. Or looking at your bank account to know you better sort your things out.
I love Excel, don't get me wrong. I love QuickBooks and other softwares. I use other softwares as well. I still use something called BT Transactions Plus, but that's more for an accounting side. And that's like Excel based as well. But I love Excel. I love the formulas. I love linking the spreadsheets. I just love the automation. I just love Excel. And the thing is with Excel, with my knowledge, I've only touched the surface.
Yes.
There's a range of things to do in Excel. Trust me.
Yes. I believe Excel could run the world. I believe Excel could sort out COVID. No, I don't know. Maybe that's taken too far. But
Excel's already running the world. It's just people have put the stuff in front of it, the graphics and the visuals, and made it much easier for us who sometimes get caught up in certain things that we just don't understand. The equations and the formulas, and it must be massive, because nearly every single system that you go on, when you want to run a report, they always offer you the Excel format, XLS, CSV, whatever SV, the other one, or CDV or something like that. Anyway.
There's so much. And the worst thing about it is still evolving. I don't know whether you guys, used to use Access.
Oh
yeah! Oh my God, that was
way back.
I hate Access.
Right. Right.
Oh God.
And that's like using massive databases. And Excel is more or less wiping out the need for Access.
Okay.
Because who's still using Access though?
You know how it goes. Do you still use it more?
No, I said the older companies.
God, when did the last time I use Access? 2000 and...
No,
I avoided it. Totally avoided it.
Oh, actually, I do know one person who's using Access. I almost had a heart attack when she told me last year. I was like, "Are you serious?" I thought actually they made it redundant. Like, who's still supporting that?
Yeah, no, it's still out there. But it's like with most things, when people are so used to something, they've studied it so hard that they're not going to let that one go So
that's a Luddite move. Like, you need to move on.
yeah.
That's Luddite mentality. Ditch access. Come into the new world of, you know, brighter technology. Jeez.
Yes, or get yourself an accountant. Or come on a course and we'll teach you.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like, no, I love free agent. I would just like to say that again. And but the thing is, I'm quite like, I like any system that I have the time to sit on and play with, and see how it benefits my business and move it forward. And I guess that's the whole point of these conversations, and you know, just talking about what is available, what we've used before, and what we often forget, and a lot of people do forget Excel, but it's the king of software. and Maureen loves it.
Give it 2 arms.
The heavyweight.
Yeah.
I'm sure, it's going to reign supreme for many years. Right, ladies, so that was good. I really enjoyed that. So, drop us your comments on the kind of systems that you guys use for your accounting, and bookkeeping and invoicing and so on. If you have any queries, drop us a message. Our details will be in the comments below. Make sure you follow us and like us as well. Please do share. We look forward to seeing you again on the next installment of Elevenses. Thank you, ladies. Would you like to say final words? Sorry.
Oh no, just thank you. Yes, it was a great insight. Thank you.
Yeah, keep on top of your finances. It's important. That's what my accountant taught me.
That's right.
And I'm sure I'll be getting that lecture soon as well. My accountant. Where's your receipts?
Well, there's no point being in business, you know, if you don't know what's going on with your finances.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.